The war arc of My Hero Academia is just going crazy. Horikoshi is literally doing a horror show right now, and I'm just totally speechless as to what is going on here. But we have some major spoilers here. So hello and welcome to Wonderwisey. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about My Hero Academia chapter 286. As usual, all these spoilers and translations are courtesy of Atsushi101X on Twitter, as well as translations courtesy of Keigo Wing. So definitely go and follow these guys on Twitter. They are really awesome people and we are so thankful as a community to them for all these spoilers, leaks, translations and everything. So definitely go and follow them there. Moreover, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I do weekly manga and anime related content. Also, we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, so a sub and like would be massively appreciated. Now, I'll add the translations and the summary of this chapter here on screen. You can directly read it here as well. And along with that, I would give my interpretations and thoughts about the chapter so far. So, the title of the chapter is One Among Us. And the chapter opens with Deku looking at Bakugo in shock, as Bakugo says, "To win alone without friends." He then begins to fall down on the ground. The chapter really picks up right after Bakugo got stabbed last week, and we are still recovering from that. Mind you, that was really horrific. But this chapter is even more horror inducing, and some of the leaked panels of this chapter genuinely reminded me of Attack on Titan. Seeing Shigaraki burned here immediately reminded me of that charred body of Armin. So this is literally a horror show right now. And the anime really needs to put this same vibe when the actual anime adaptation comes. So there's more stuff going on here. Bakugo is falling from the sky and Todoroki catches him. And then Shigaraki nonchalantly says that there was useless blood lost in today's battle. And Dekugo looked alarmed at Shigaraki as Shigaraki suddenly gears up with One For All again as he says, "This was the biggest waste of time." Really? Biggest waste of time? Bakugo is not a waste of time, Shigaraki. Please. Bakugo is not at all a waste of time. Moreover, there is some inner dialogue that is going on here, and again in the summary as well, it is not exactly clear as to who this dialogue is for, but after seeing the leaks myself, what I can assume or what I am assuming it is that One For All is literally inside of Shigaraki and he is trying to control him. So after this arc, after the eventual resolution of this arc, I can very well see a fight between One For All and Shigaraki for the containment of the power, because it still seems like One For All is like a puppeteer or puppet master here who is just controlling Shigaraki or trying to control Shigaraki, while Shigaraki is trying to break free of his will and just use his own personal will and like that sort of thing. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. And also there is some weird statement here stating that if someone wields power in anger and without control, then that power will respond in a vicious way. So I think this is in retaliation of Deku like going absolutely nuts, and he tries to, cut the tendril of One For All for some reason from Shigaraki's body. I can't say for sure what exactly is going on here because Deku says cancel it. So even in the spoilers, even in the summary, it is saying that this probably means he's trying to stop Shigaraki from taking Bakugo's quirk here. And seeing all of this, even Todoroki is horrified because in the midst of all this confusion, in the midst of all of this, Shigaraki was able to touch the face of Midoriya. Todoroki is just absolutely going nuts over this. He screams at the top of his voice, "Midoriya." I just wonder, I'm not sure here, but I'm just wondering, will we finally get to see an absolutely berserk Todoroki? Like he just saw Bakugo shot down in front of his face, and now Midoriya is also looking like he's about to be dead or his quirk is about to be snatched. Because in the very end of this chapter we see something very interesting, but that is not known to Todoroki yet. So in the eyes of Todoroki, Midoriya is about to lose his quirk. Will this eventually be the snapping point for the character of Todoroki? I just wonder. I really wonder if he'll finally unleash his entire asset of quirks. The scene then switches back to the town and we see the absolute destruction that Gigantomachia is doing. And we also get to see Uraraka's point of view as she is scared with all the things that are going on currently. She also remembers how Shigaraki was so much involved with the class and all the things that they have experienced up until now, which is something very awful, and she has everyone in her thoughts as well. The scene then switches back to the battlefront and we get to see something very, very interesting. Like I said before, Deku has been touched by Shigaraki, and it seems like Midoriya is about to die, or at least he's about to lose his quirk one for all. when we get to see Deku in the Vestige area for One For All. He appears to be alone and wonders if he is dead, then realizes that that's not what is exactly going on, because One For All is holding Shigaraki in a chair. So like I said before, once again this power struggle or sort of a thing is going on between One For All as well as Shigaraki. So I'm pretty sure that this thing is going to play an important role or a major role moving forward after the completion of this arc. Because who will eventually control the power? That's a big question. Because One For All is still playing the master puppeteer kind of role from the behind the scenes. So it's pretty interesting to note what exactly or how exactly things are going to unfold here. Because there is again the destiny and will and all those sort of concepts that are going on here. And Deku is really scared at looking all of this. Deku looks on in horror, and then Deku suddenly falls onto the ground. But there he is grabbed on by none other than Nana Shimura. Yes, this panel was so damn beautiful. Nana is looking absolutely godly here, and things are just about to get more and more interesting here. Because Nana grabs him by the hair saying, "You can't move in this world yet, we'll do something about that." And that ends the chapter. That basically ends the chapter. So I'm pretty sure that he's about to unlock a new quirk here, or at least a quirk awakening sort of a thing. Like he will advance or improve his quirk here, or at least something in related to float. Because Nana Shimura is here and the whole Vestige sort of a thing for One For All, and it reminds me of the time when Deku actually unlocked Black Whip as well. This was really great stuff, and there's a lot of foreshadowing going on here for future stuff that are about to come, and I'm pretty sure that things are about to get much more interesting. And I'm really eager to see the power struggle which will eventually happen between Shigaraki and One For All, because that's a concept which has not been expanded that much in the story so far. Moreover, this chapter had very horrific and gory moments as well, and I just hope that the anime doesn't tone it down or something. This needs to be Attack on Titan level, like at least the display wise, because Horikoshi is putting a lot of effort in this particular arc. I'm super excited with this stuff, and I'm really looking forward to reading the actual chapter when it comes on Sunday. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please mention your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. This is Wonderwisey, and I'll see you soon in the next video.